if you do not become ruthless. No one will take you seriously. Life doesn't respect softness without strength. It respects power, discipline, and fearlessness. When you are too kind, too forgiving, too available, people don't value you. They use you, ignore you, and forget you. But the moment you become ruthless with your time, your boundaries, and your standards, the world shifts. People stop playing with your worth and start respecting your presence. Remember this: kindness without ruthlessness is weakness, and weakness is never respected. Be ruthless, or be invisible. Life is not a playground of fairness, where everyone claps for your goodness, kindness, and soft nature. It is a battlefield where the weak are ignored, the silent are forgotten, and the overly kind are trampled upon by those who recognize no boundaries. Unless you develop a ruthless mindset, not cruel for the sake of cruelty, but ruthless in discipline, determination, and refusal to be disrespected, you will continue to be overlooked, undervalued, and treated as if your existence makes no difference. Human beings by nature respect strength and fearlessness more than they respect softness. This is the reality you must embrace if you want to stand tall in this world. Understand that ruthlessness is not about being heartless. It is about being unshakable. It is about setting standards so high that no one dares to play with your time, energy, or dreams. It is about cutting off toxic ties without hesitation. It is about saying no without apology. It is about standing in your truth without flinching. If you are always trying to please, always bending to others, always allowing people to misuse your kindness, then you will be treated as a doormat, a background character in your own life story. But the moment you become ruthless enough to value yourself above all else, the world shifts. Suddenly people understand that you are not available for disrespect. Suddenly your silence becomes louder. Suddenly your presence carries weight. Suddenly your name begins to echo differently. And it is not because you changed into a villain, but because you mastered the art of ruthless self-respect. This is a lesson that history, philosophy, and reality all scream at us. Lions are not loved because they are soft. They are respected because they are fearless. Storms are not adored because they are gentle. They are respected because they are unstoppable. In the same way, you too must become unstoppable, relentless, and yes, ruthless. Because without that edge, you will forever be treated as someone optional, someone replaceable, someone who can be ignored without consequence. And let me ask you, do you want to live like that? Invisible, irrelevant, tolerated rather than respected? Or do you want to stand so firm that even your enemies acknowledge your power? If you want the latter, you must train yourself to be ruthless with your habits. Discipline is the foundation of respect. If you cannot control your own laziness, how can you expect the world to believe in your seriousness? If you cannot say no to distractions, how can you expect people to trust that your goals mean something? Ruthlessness is about waking up even when you are tired. It is about pushing forward even when you are broken. It is about staying loyal to your vision even when others laugh. And yes, it is about cutting people off when they no longer serve your journey. People will only value what you protect with intensity. If you do not guard your dreams like a ruthless warrior, others will invade and crush them without hesitation. I know many people say, be kind, be patient, be forgiving. Yes, those are noble traits. But when kindness turns into weakness, when patience turns into silence, when forgiveness turns into permission for people to hurt you again and again, then you are no longer noble. You are simply weak. Weakness is never respected in this world, so understand this. Being ruthless is not about lacking love. It is about loving yourself enough to never compromise your worth. It is about never allowing yourself to be disrespected twice. It is about refusing to settle for less than you deserve. It is about living with such fierce conviction that no one ever questions your seriousness. Because in this life, people only give you the level of respect you demand, not the level you wish for. Demanding respect requires ruthlessness. It requires saying no to exploitation. No to mediocrity. No to people who drain you. No to habits that weaken you. No to environments that shrink you. Every no you say ruthlessly builds the foundation of a yes that matters. The yes to your dreams. The yes to your power. The yes to your rightful place in this world. And let me tell you, the world bends to the ruthless, not to the passive. Passive people are like leaves carried by the wind. They go wherever the world pushes them. But the ruthless are like mountains. Unshaken, unmoved, unbent. Even storms that rage around them eventually surrender. So you must decide now. Will you continue being ignored, underestimated, laughed at? Or will you embrace ruthlessness? Will you sharpen your mind? Will you strengthen your will? Will you harden your resolve? Because until you do, no one will take you seriously. Your life will be lived in the shadows of others who dared to be ruthless enough to claim the spotlight. Every time you are mocked, rejected, or forgotten, you must remind yourself that softness without boundaries is weakness. Weakness is an invitation for disrespect. But ruthlessness is a shield that makes people think twice before crossing you. That is the only way to be truly free. Freedom is not given, it is taken. Respect is not gifted, it is earned. Power is not handed over, it is seized. All of this requires you to become ruthless with your focus, ruthless with your goals, ruthless with your time, ruthless with your boundaries, ruthless with your standards, ruthless with yourself. The moment you do, watch how people's behavior changes. Watch how doors begin to open. Watch how opportunities that once ignored you suddenly start chasing you. Because the truth is, the world does not move for those who beg. It moves for those who demand. The only way to demand without fear is to be ruthless. So stop waiting for people to take you seriously. Stop waiting for respect to magically appear. Stop waiting for validation. Instead, build yourself into someone so ruthless in pursuit of excellence that people have no choice but to respect you. Because ruthlessness is not cruelty, it is clarity, it is strength, it is unwavering focus. It is the fire that turns the unnoticed into the unforgettable.